Hey guys, it is Brooke with the Junk Parlor, and we are upstairs, probably in the echoey house, because this is why my last few videos have been with a bunch of crap in the background. So last weekend, they put the floors in. So in our master bedroom, in the master closet, and in the living room. So that was carpet. They feathered it in, or whatever you call that, so that it doesn't have a harsh line, even though I had people say to keep the trim piece going across and just have two different floors. That is the stupidest idea ever. So I would much rather spend more money and have it look nice. So this is why the downstairs is a mess. I am recording this on a Thursday. Thursday is normally my sourcing day. I have a small haul to share you, and I have a couple of stories. So one of the stories I will do at the beginning, and one of the stories that I will do at the end. But we are gonna get kicked out of the house tomorrow, and so I didn't wanna be out and about all day because this has to get taken down and put in the garage. We have to pack clothes for like a week and make sure everything is cleaned up again, because I have refinished the hardwood floors in our two previous houses and dust gets everywhere. I don't care how well you tape off, you plastic off, what you try to do. And so I want to get as much stuff out of here as I can. And then the bummer thing is we're probably going to be able to get back in the house on Thursday, and I leave Wednesday for Oronoco. So it's gonna be done. I'm not even gonna get to see it until probably Saturday when I get back. But I always go to Oronoco Gold Rush days and help my girlfriend Marcia. Her booth is set up right across from the fire station. And I'm telling you, it's a great show to go to. It has shrunk probably 50% since I first started going, which is crazy. So it'll be very interesting to see how it is this year. But there's also, now I can't even think of the name of the town, Rochester. So Oronoco is a little town right outside of Rochester. And then there is another flea market antique show going on in Rochester. So most people will go to one day, the other day. Although I have heard most people say that they prefer the original Gold Rush days in Oronoco. So if you don't have anything to do next weekend, you should go check it out and come by and say hi. So anyway, that is the current situation. So the story I was going to share with you, the first one is I woke up a couple days ago and I could just tell my tonsil was like swollen and painful. And then the next day I woke up with the sexy raspy voice. And it's still sore, but now it's kind of moved into my nose, and I call it the old man drip because my grandpa would always have like a drip of snot on the end of his nose, hence the name old man snot. And I feel like my nose does the same thing. So I always have a Kleenex. I also always have a Kleenex, probably because it's genetic, that my mom always had Kleenex everywhere. I mean, I remember growing up and it was common. There's a Kleenex tucked in between the couch cushions. There's Kleenex laying everywhere. And now guess what? I've turned into my mother and I do that, which really drives my husband insane. I typically don't leave my Kleenex lying around. What I do with them is I tuck them into my pants, little pocket. Oh, I got one way down in there. So I tend to just like tuck them in here. These shorts have a little pocket right there, that's why. Or I might put it into my bra. I don't know why. I can't use one little corner of a Kleenex and throw it away. That is the frugalness called Brooke. So watch at the end for another stupid story. Okay, so today I went to Thrifty Flea. It's my usual Thursday stop. And this is a Globe Warnick file holder. So I think that I might just mount this on either one a board, a clipboard that has an old crappy clip on it, or I will just get a board, a scrap wood probably, at like a cutting board or a breadboard, and screw this on there. That is kind of the game plan for that piece. And then I grabbed a couple shovels. This one especially, it has some weight to it. I mean, really the red one does too, although it's worn away in the back. You can hang these on your wall. They look so cute. I think I have 3 of these right now. The other one I have, I'm like positive it is very lightweight. More like the Ohio Art chin pail sand shovels that go with a pail. And then I picked this up at the thrift store. I took my youngest to the Iowa State Fair, which is, today is the first day, I think. My parents were coming up to go, and so after football, I took Cash down there, and it's kind of like a tradition. So no longer do they go with mom, they now go with grandma and grandpa, and mom's just kicked out of the situation, but that's okay. My daughter, who normally goes too, she is in Kansas City area at my sister's house, babysitting her 3 boys. So I think she's gonna be worn out when she gets back. Now, I almost thought this looked newer, but the sticker on the bottom does say solid brass. I haven't really looked it up. It could be newer anyway, but it's super cute and something that's functional, and functional is always important. And then this little piece of architectural salvage was at the thrift store. It's got a little bit of chippy paint on it. It will stand on its own, and it's just cute. Got some good character. I went out the other day, what was it, Tuesday after Hello Iowa, and there were a couple of baskets that I really liked. And they weren't like crazy expensive or anything, but I just couldn't pull the trigger and buy it. I think because my house is in disarray, I figure I'll kind of redecorate when we bring everything up from the basement, and having the floors stained, which we're gonna go with the darker one, versus carpet, you know, I don't know. It just might change things. And so I was like, just wait until you get moved in. But then this was like $2.50 at Goodwill, and I love it. It is ginormous. You could totally put it on your table and then put like a copper or silver tray in there, do a cake stand as a riser, put a cloche in it. So, you know, you can totally layer in that. And this hook, we've lived in this house a year, and you know how long I've been looking for this dang thing? A year, because Brooke, part of my neck problem is like right here, and I love this thing, but no one had it. No one wanted to stake claim for having it. And my oldest is going to college. He was supposed to be moving in today. They pushed it back to next Friday, which now I won't be here. But he was cleaning up his room and packing and stuff, and oh, guess who had it? He did. Then I can't pass up a breadboard, a cutting board. I thought this one, I like when they have the little like carved out area, like a little cup pull when it was in the Hoosier cabinet or in whatever cabinet. And so I just really like this one. It does have some like weird oil stuff here, but that'll clean up, or I'll just hit it with the sander and take care of it that way. Tuesday after Hello Iowa, I went to Collectamania, and I went to the Pick or Nose. So I shared in another video, which I'll put up here, my haul from the Pick or Nose, because I told you I spent $64.75, and I show you what I got for that. At Collectamania, orange is not normally my thing, but this light blue teal color, that definitely is. And it had good advertising. It's a Unida 10. I think it was gold on the inside. Nope, silver on the inside. But I just really liked this. I thought this would be great for fall, and it could kind of tie into my blues and greens. This was very unique. So that is green glass. It's like, I think, dimpled glass or something. And then you have this aluminum, maybe pewter. And then it says Denmark right here, which probably can't even make out. And it has an intact cork, which is also sometimes doesn't happen. But it is, I don't even know what it is. I need to do a little bit of research on it, but I just thought it was so unique. And you know me, I've really tried to be narrowing down my inventory and being more selective and getting more unique things, maybe things that take a little bit longer to sell, but higher dollar things too. And I say that, and then I got this little orange Melamint tin. I've had a couple of these before. Right now I have a green one a girl gave me for my birthday, but you know, this would be super cute just out in a mix for fall. And then this was, I thought, a great price for a Nelson McCoy planter. There's a little like wear and tear chipping right there, but nothing major. And I think I'm not like a seasoned veteran of McCoy. I am the dealer who I buy what I like. I don't really care about the history. I don't know all the years and dates and all that stuff. I buy it because I like it. So this one I think is an older one because it's that older stamp. So can't go wrong with a white planter anyway. Tomato spoons are really popular, so I grabbed that one because it was a good price. I love candle snuffers. I think I maybe have one right now. This one is just very unique, and I did a little search while I was there just because it almost looks new, but it's old. So I grabbed that. And then this is like a magnifying glass. It's one of those 7-star, I don't know if magnifying glass is even the word. I think it has another name to it. But anyway, it's gorgeous. I mean, not all of the gold is still intact, but it's pretty. It would look good sitting on an open book on your coffee table. So I grabbed that. And then randomness, I bought some teaspoons. The reason being is because for some reason we moved to Ankeny. I pretty much blame everything on Ankeny because my neck hurts more, my back hurts more, Cash's body's been hurting, this happened. But I think this maybe broke off in Centerville. But do you see what my old teaspoon set looks like? I mean, it's aluminum, I thought, but it has been through the dishwasher. I have 2 sets, and I have like 2 plastic sets. But I love these. These are my favorite. These are my go-to, but whatever is in the dishwasher here is just not good. So I got a new piece to replace it. So what I'm doing right here is pushing this button because the trash man is going by. Normally, if you've heard Bella in any of my videos, she goes psycho. Normally she would be on the back of the couch. She would run to the side door. She would run back. I mean, she sounds like she's going to kill somebody. So right now I'm pushing this button so we don't have to listen to her bark. But this brings me, it's like perfect timing because this brings me to this little device. It's a Barks Buddy. So my neighbor growing up my entire life, Marla, my parents still live in the same house, and so does Marla. So she's still our neighbor. And Marla knows that Bella barks all the time, and being in the city, it's not good compared to living in the country. A lot more traffic. So Marla had bought this for her own dog because her dog must be the same way, right? So Marla gave it to my mom because she said it didn't work. So the directions say you press the button. If your dog's really bad, you can turn the light on, but I can't even figure out how to turn the light off now if the button's getting pushed. So you push the button and then you go and put your body between the dog and the object that they are barking at. So all day, you know, I work from home. So the dog starts barking, I get the thing, I press the button, I go stand in front of the window, and I just like block her while I'm pushing the button. Okay, I'm gonna say we did that for about 2 weeks, and it did help. It helped. It didn't like solve it to nothing, but it was a drastic difference. It was working. Okay, then I'm sitting eating lunch, and yes, I got paint on it. Surprise, surprise. Then we're eating lunch, and there's like a little chunk of plastic sitting out here. So I'm like, oh, let me see what that's about. So I take the little cover off, and guess what? This battery was wrapped in plastic, and I'm like, was that thing even on? And you'll see here if I can ever get it. Oh, there's a little like thing that the battery attaches to. Yeah, it was turned where the things that go on the battery were like up into the thing, and the plastic side was touching the battery that was wrapped completely in plastic. So do you get what I'm saying? It was like a placebo effect. Me just standing in front of the dog, not talking, not saying boo. I didn't reward her with a treat later. I did absolutely nothing other than think I was pushing the button and stand between her and the object she was barking at. So then I took the plastic off and I put the battery thing together so that it actually worked, and lo and behold, it has worked even better. Now that it's a combination, I guess, of the sonar sound, is that what it would be, like a mammal, and then me physically getting in front of her, it is working. So I would give the Barks Buddy a thumbs up. If you like seeing my hauls, hearing my stupid stories, make sure to hit that subscribe button. As I am putting this room back together, I will be sharing videos of it. And eventually, once the basement's cleaned out, I will get you that basement video. Here was the first one. And I told myself that by the end of May, I was gonna have it done. And here we are, almost the end of August. And it is not done. You guys know how that goes. See you next time.